Welcome back to Across Louisiana. You know, mental health is a key thing for our population. Almost everybody is touched by it in some way, and there's a great organization that's doing great work in that area. It's a National Alliance for Mental Health Louisiana, or NAMI, and here to tell us all about it is Nicole McGee. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
For the folks who haven't heard about the great work that you're doing and the mission of your organization, tell them a little bit about that.
Sure. So NAMI Louisiana, like you said, the National Alliance on Mental Illness of Louisiana, we're a part of the largest grassroots organization dedicated to enhancing the lives of those living with mental illness as well as their family members. And it's a three-tiered system. There's a national level, state levels, and then local affiliate levels. So my office is the state level.
Tell me a little bit about how it is that you address the issues that are surrounding mental health here in Louisiana.
Sure. Well, the state office, we are basically big on advocacy. We advocate on the state level. And so the mission of NAMI is to tackle mental illness by eradicating the stigma associated with it. And we do that through advocacy, education, and research. And the local affiliates in each area, they provide those educational courses to the public, the people living with mental illness and their family members. And we also do presentations in the community to promote awareness.
It's really key to remove that stigma because so many people, could be getting help and really could avoid a lot of hardships that way if that wasn't there and it was treated like every other illness,
Very
right?
true. Yes, sir. And we're working very hard to really drive that point in that mental illness is a brain disorder just like any other disorder of the body, and it should not be discriminated against.
Absolutely. I know you have an exciting state conference coming up. Give me the details on that.
Sure. It's April 22nd and 23rd right here in Baton Rouge at the First United Methodist Baptist Church downtown. It's going to be a 2-day workshop. It's geared toward consumers, family members, and professionals. CEUs will be provided for the professional social workers and counselors. And I think it's a very good variety of subjects that everyone can enjoy and learn from.
So it sounds like it really touches every avenue in that. It's really a holistic approach that you're using there.
Yes, it's for everyone.
We should mention earlier that some of the programs that you mentioned are free to the public.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely. All of our programs and classes are free.
You mentioned a little bit, I know that NAMI has a great reach across the state. Tell me a little bit about your affiliates statewide and sort of the coverage that you have.
Absolutely. We have 8 affiliates right now, and they are located in each of the health districts in Louisiana. And so to get more specifics on where a local NAMI is that's closest to you, you can go to our website, namilouisiana.org.
I guess if people want to find out information about that conference coming up, they can go there as well?
Absolutely, and you can go to our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, NAMI Louisiana.
Tell me a little bit, for someone who's working in this area, obviously it's really important work. How does it feel for you to be doing that and make that kind of a difference in people's lives?
It is so rewarding. It's probably one of the best things that I've ever done, and it feels so natural. Just because I have a personal relationship when it comes to mental illness, and it's close and near and dear to my heart, and so I think that's why I'm so passionate about it.
And it's really, I kind of mentioned it at the beginning, but this is really something that's a lot more common than people realize, right?
Absolutely. The statistic is 1 in 5 Americans suffers with a mental illness, and that means that you know someone, whether you know it or not, and it actually could even be you.
And the treatment options now are better than they ever have before. Really people don't have to live with that and suffer with it, right?
Yes, that's correct. But unfortunately, we still have access issues that we're also working on. That's one of our biggest advocacy efforts, is working on access to care and treatment.
One more time, tell the folks where they can go to find out more about your great organization and your exciting event coming up.
Yes, sir. NamiLouisiana.org or Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at NAMI Louisiana.
Nicole McGee, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Well, how about getting a brand new house for a great cause? It's the Home for Good by CRBA. Take a look.
The Capital Region Builders Association is comprised of 922 members at this point. We lobby annually to minimize the cost of the homes, helping protect the builders, which in turn help to protect the consumer.
The Capital Region Builders Foundation is an organization that was created to provide assistance to various charities that need help. Over the years that we've been in existence, we have turned back to the community right at $18 million through various organizations that we work with. The Home for Good project is a project for the foundation where we look for a partner that's a charitable organization that needs help, that has different things that they're raising money for. We build a house. We probably built, I'm going to guess, 12 to 15 homes, and most of them have been for charities, with the exception of a couple of years ago, we did one for a veteran who returned from Afghanistan who was severely wounded, and we put that young man in a home with all the things that he needs for lifting and wheelchair accessibility and things like that. So we do this every year. And this year, we probably teamed up with one of the best organizations that really touches more people in Baton Rouge than you would think. We're teamed up with Woman's Hospital, and their need is great.
Woman's Hospital has been very intricate in my life. My daughter was born, and she was 6 weeks early, and she spent approximately 8 days in the neonatal ward at Woman's Hospital, and that was a very, very important part of my life for 8 days.
In addition to all those babies that are born with us, over half of our hospital is dedicated to cancer services, so breast and GYN cancer services. Those are huge issues in our community. So a whole lot of what we do is in the cancer care and cancer support. Another thing that we do at Woman's Hospital that most people aren't aware of, but it's a critical service in the community, is we treat 55% of the sexual assault victims within a 13-parish region. So, although extraordinarily traumatic for a woman, she's going to get incredible care at Woman's Hospital. And we're going to provide her with clothing and toiletries and some dignity and support services. So when she leaves our care, she has all the tools that she needs to recover, and she will never receive a bill from Woman's Hospital. And most importantly, she will have the evidence that she needs to go for conviction if she would like to do that. Several weeks ago, we had the opportunity to go through a sneak peek tour of the Home for Good, and what a tremendous property Mr. Flores and the Capital Region are building for us.
It's 4-bedroom, 3 baths. It's very well apportioned. It's flowing living space, large master area, master bath suite. The home itself is going to be very nicely done. All the vendors that are members of the CRBA and other people that are in the business have volunteered to donate materials, labor, and so on. So it's coming together very nicely.
In addition to the house, we now have a SUV that's going to be offered as a prize. You'll be able to have a chance to win both the SUV and win the house.
This is a brand new 2015 Buick Encore. It's a very, very, very nice vehicle. I like to do things that stay in Baton Rouge, that involve the betterment of the Baton Rouge community. I always like to just do something that has touched me in some way. And the neonatal ward at Woman's touched me about 19 years ago. And that was a big, big influence in my life when my daughter was born.
So you can feel really comfortable that your $100, you might get this amazing house, but that $100 is really going to go serve the weakest and the most vulnerable members of our community.
This is a way for our association to give back to the community, and I think that's very important. You can purchase the tickets now, and we will have the drawing in July.
People can buy a ticket at womans.org/win. We make it very easy, or they can go to the Capital Region website and buy a ticket from that website. They can also purchase a ticket at any of the Business First Bank retail centers in our community.
I'm hoping I win the Home for Good. When we come back on Across Louisiana, find out what you can do to keep your kids safe during prom and graduation season. Don't miss it.